Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition video. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at the top 10 best Minecraft Bedrock Edition servers. But before we get into that, we'd like to clarify that this is actually a collaboration video with FryBry. Now, this list has actually been made out of two videos on two different channels. 5 being on my channel and the other 5 being on FryBry's channel. So after you guys have watched the video on our channel, be sure to check out FryBry's channel to see the other video on the top 5 other best Bedrock Edition servers. But anyway, guys, with that being said, let's get down to our list. Alright, starting off at the first place on our list today, in no particular order, we have Skyblock PE coming in at number 5. Now, if we look at Skyblock PE, well, the server is mainly about Skyblock, but it also has a lot of other cool things. For example, it has stats, so really good stats, it has crates, and basically the normal Skyblock that you would come to expect. But another cool thing about it is that the lobby also looks really cool, so if you're one of those type of people who enjoy a nice looking lobby, well, Skyblock PE is definitely a way to go. Now, the server actually runs pretty smooth, and there's a quite amount of decent number of players in the server, so if you're looking for some friends to play with, do not worry, because Skyblock PE does have quite a lot of people playing on the server. Now, the thing is, it also has mob spawners and a nice shop, so if you are a stickler for those type of things, do not worry, because the server does offer that. Of course, now it has a decent island spawn, and also it gives you the basic Skyblock goods when you spawn on the island for the first time. So it is basically your run-of-the-mill Skyblock server, but it does everything really well, and for that reason we're doing it at number 5 on our list. Alright guys, next on our list is MCPE. So now MCPE is a server that actually does multiple things. It's firstly a faction server, but it also has roleplay, and I'm going to be honest, it's more about the roleplay on this server. So if you're actually looking for a roleplay server, this is definitely where you need to go. It's got very serious, an active and very serious fan base about their roleplay. So if you're one of those type of people who enjoy engaging in roleplay and look for people who are very serious in it, and just enjoy it as much as yourself, well, then this is a server where you're going to find some very passionate roleplay fans. Another cool thing about it is it does have character customization, and by what we mean by that is that you can get like special outfits and junk. You can get hats, you can get things like the Captain America shield, angel wings, and lots of other cool things that you can equip to your Minecraft character so that it will allow you to roleplay. Now, you can also change the size of your character in case you wanted to change it for different reasons. Of course, you can do that. However, that is only if you have a rank. Another cool thing about it is this server has a lot of cool, unique commands. So if you like lots of, like playing around with a lot of commands, well, this server has that for you. It also has stats in the factions, and the fractions is basically just your basic, fractions, run-of-the-mill type of thing. It does have a wild area and kits, so the fractions experience is there, but the faction server doesn't really have anything too crazy. It's just your average factions. It's definitely the roleplay where the server is at. So if you enjoy roleplay, MCPE is your server. And next on the list, ladies and gentlemen, we have Silex. Now, Silex is by its heart a factions server. Now, if you go into the server, you will notice that it actually has a really cool spawn. So once again, if you like those type of things, this is definitely a nice server to have. It has interactable NPCs, which are always quite cool, or NPCs, I think I said it wrong. There's cool ways to interact with the menus, of course. You have crates, brew and ender chests, and the usual faction commands. Obviously, you also have private vaults on the server, which is actually quite a cool touch. You do get stats, the wild area is there, and as well, it also does have kits. So if you're looking forward to a faction server with kits, this server does have that. And another cool thing about the server that you may not have noticed is it actually has instant block teleportation to inventory. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's basically a thing when you break a block, the blocks automatically go into your inventory. This is to reduce lag, so when you play the server, you can more or less expect a pretty fluent experience, which I like. A server who takes into account lag and stuff is always a good server, and of course, there's quite a lot of people playing the game, so it's just an overall decent factions server, and it's got a lot of cool menus and stuff, and overall it's just really cool. And plus it has brewing, which not a lot of other servers have. Normally you have to buy potions and stuff like that, whereas this server you can actually brew it, so it's actually really amazing, and you should definitely try it out. And if you're in the market for a faction server, then Silex is definitely a place to go. Anyway, let's take a look at what's next on our list. And next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the server known as Versailles. Now, I'm going to be honest, this server is really awesome, and I'm thinking this is probably one of the best Bedrock Edition servers out there at the moment. Now, this server is mainly a PvP server, so you can 1v1 people, and if you're a type of person who enjoys PvP, you'll definitely like this server. Now, obviously, the spawn looks really cool. You have duels, either ranked or unranked, so you can either be a sweaty or non-sweaty. It's up to you. Obviously, there's stats, there's custom warps and stuff like that. You can create parties, which is another amazing thing. Another cool thing about Versailles is if you're not only into PvP, it also has Skywars. For those of you who maybe are not as sweaty, you can play some Skywars. It has lots of stuff. It also has tags and toys. Unfortunately though, you need a rank in order to have that, but if you buy the rank and maybe you enjoy the server, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with those things. Now, from what I've tested, the server runs very well. It's smooth, and there's also quite a lot of sweaty players. We actually did play a couple PvP matches and some duels just to test out how it works, and you know, we were quite impressed with the performance of the server. It was actually really cool and stuff. Unfortunately, we did die there. Mr. Scubs didn't have the best time against a sweaty guy, but you can tell there that the duels work really well and they're quite fun. So anyway, that is Versailles. Obviously, it has 1v1s, duels, and then, of course, if you're not looking for that, it has Skywars. So that is number 2 on our list. Anyway, with that being said, guys, let's move on to number 1 on the list. Alright, guys, taking in the number 1 spot on our list today is FallingTech for Bedrock Edition. Now, this server is crazy, let me just tell you guys. Now, firstly, the server does have an app, so if you're a type of person who likes the finer details and stuff, you'll be happy to know that this does have an app, so you can go ahead and download the app. So, you can just go ahead and have fun with your favorite server while not even actually be in the server, which I always find quite cool. And I'll probably have the latest information and other things that you may want to find out, so go ahead and definitely check out the app if you're interested in FallingTech. Now, there's lots of stuff you can actually do on the server, which I find really amazing. Obviously, it does have stats, and I'm pretty sure I said obviously a million times. If someone was counting, please comment down below. But yeah, it actually has three different things that you can play. Obviously, it has factions, it has prisons, and then also mini games. So that's a lot of different stuff that you can do. Now, another cool thing about the server is you can actually hide players. So sometimes, you do not want to see players in the lobby. Well, you do have the option to hide them, which is always really good, especially if you're a YouTuber or maybe you don't want lag. Well, you do have the option to hide other players. There is lots of stuff. It is very well done. It runs well, and it does have quite a lot of players. So if you're looking for, once again, to make some friends, this server will be able to offer that to you. Now, we did play some of the different modes. Obviously, the first mode is mainly the factions. That is what the server is mainly about. But you do also have things such as prisons and the other minigames, which you will look at later. You can transfer between servers for different games. So, when you do click into a mode, for instance, say prisons, you will go into a different server to play it. And obviously, that also counts for minigames and factions. Now, this is obviously just to reduce lag and, just to have a dedicated server for each thing, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, a little downfall about the server is you do have to register each time you go into a server. For instance, if you play prisons, you will have to go and register once you load into it. So that is a bit unfortunate, but that is alright. There is interactable NPCs, which is always a nice way to work with the menus. The prisons are quite nice. We didn't spend too much time on it, but from what we could tell, the prisons were solid. So if you like prisons, you can go ahead and play that. Now, in terms of the mini games, boy, it's really cool. You do get leaderboards, which is always a nice touch. You get things such as duels, UHC, Hunger Games, and pot PvP. And there is also, finally, Skyblock in the minigames, which is just your standard run-of-the-mill Skyblock, but I did find it was quite fun, and it's just nice to have a lot of variety. So that is FallingTech, mainly a faction server, but it's nice to also have prisons and minigames. It just adds to the overall appeal of the server, and for that reason, it is number 1 on the list, because it just has so much to offer, and it has an app. What more do you want? Anyway guys, that is gonna wrap up the list. So those were our top 5 Minecraft Bedrock Edition servers. Comment down below which were your favorite out of these servers, and all the links on the IPs should I say, in the description below if you guys are interested in joining them. Now, with that being said, guys, I would also like to say check out FryBry's video after this to watch the other top 5 Bedrock Edition servers. The link will be in the description below because he will be continuing on from where I left off. So be sure to check out his channel for another 5 good servers to play with. Anyway, guys, it was really awesome doing this collab with FryBry. Thank you so much for having us, and we really do hope we were able to offer you guys some good servers. We had a lot of fun with it today, so we hope you enjoyed. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Comment down below if you have any problems. The links and the IPs will be in the description below as always. But with that being said, we'll see y'all next time. Go check out FryBry's video if you have not already. And with that being said, we'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, everybody.